Hi guys, hi my people, Saseni, Mambo. I hope you guys are doing fine. So the last two videos that I posted, I didn't show my face, and some people are like, Ruth, we need to see your face. I thought umechokeshwa na hii sura. Anyways, on today's video, we're going to talk about why most relationships in diaspora don't work, why most marriages in diaspora end up not working. I think it's all the same. So the first reason is getting married or getting into a relationship for the wrong reasons. There are so many reasons, but the first one is papers. For those who don't understand, papers are documents. I'm a visa. Visa is the easiest way to say it. Let's say you go abroad and you don't have a legal document to stay there. So, and the easiest way, most of the time, the easiest way to find a legal stay somewhere is by getting married to a native or someone who has the documents, who has like a German passport or something. So you end up looking for someone just because you're desperate. You find someone, you find a victim. I call them victims. And then you get married to them. And because you don't love this person, or maybe you don't even like them, you end up being in a relationship where you're not giving a lot. You're not even trying to make it work, because relationships and marriages come with their own challenges, and it's a work. I call marriage or relationship kazi, because if you don't put any effort, it collapses. So you find yourself in a relationship with someone. You have to stay for them for a period of time for you to be able to get those documents and be sure that you have those documents. But you don't like this person, so you're not putting into work to make the relationship work. So after you get what you want, you walk out. So that's actually the easiest reason why a marriage or a relationship can end. The next one is getting to a relationship for money. You just be with someone because he's rich, he's loaded, and he's going to provide for you. So you find most of the time it works when the money is there. But when challenges like the money inaweza isha comes, like if the money is no longer there, or you have that feeling that this guy is getting broke, then you quit the relationship. And you, as the giver, you're just left there. You just left there. The other one is peer pressure from parents and family and friends and the situation. Let's say you're almost 30, you're not married yet, and your parents are like, oh, when are you getting married? Oh, all your friends are married. You end up looking for a dude who is there and available, and then you get married to him. So you get into this marriage, you don't like this person, you can't even stand this person, and you're there, so you're not putting any work to make this relationship work. Sorry. You're not putting any effort to make this relationship work, and that's how you end up on the streets, because you didn't even fight for it. Another reason why, another wrong reason is just wanting to be married. So you're almost 40, you don't have someone, the time is ticking, so you just marry the next person who is available. What comes next? You don't have the psyche or the motivation to fight, because like I said, or to work. Relationships, you have to work. You are not giving any effort. You're not doing anything. So what comes next? Divorce, because nobody is going to be patient enough to stand you there doing nothing. So the next wrong reason is wanting kids. Nataka tu kuzaa, wewe unataka tu mtoto. So you end up just, I don't know what got into my eyes. You end up just getting into marriage or into a relationship with someone so that you can give birth. And the worst part is you're bringing a human into this world, and you know very well you don't even like this person. You know very well you cannot even stand this person. So I always feel bad for the kids who are brought into this world in such situations. But anyways, reason number 2 why most marriages in diaspora fail is looking up to the wrong people. Looking up to the wrong people. Let me rewind this or make it even easier. Most of us, when we came here in diaspora, we were very, very, very young. Like for me, I was on my early 20s. And coming here, I was not even it was not even in my mind that I was going to get married anytime soon. Being married was not even on my menu or somewhere. So, and growing up, we didn't learn a lot when it comes to getting married. So, we didn't even see a lot from our parents. From our parents. So, in Kenya, when you're about to get married, you have people who are going to talk to you, you have elders who are going to advise you, you have women who are going to tell you how it's like being married or what is expected of you when you get married. So here in Germany, we didn't have such people to talk to us. So most of the time we look up to people. And most of the time, we end up looking up to people we don't know physically. We know them through social media. And we don't even know exactly what they're going through on the ground. Hatujui mashida zenye wanapitia huko, zenye hawatuonyeshi kwa social media. So we end up looking up to the wrong people. We end up kneeling down and praying for God to anisaidie nipate bwana ama relationship kama ya Ruth. Anisaidie nipate bwana ama relationship kama ya Kambiwa Jesus, without even knowing the struggles ama the things these people are going through. So you ask God to give you that, God gives you that, and you are like, oh God, why is mine so hard? That's exactly what you prayed for. The only thing you don't know is ujui hizo vitu ndio watu wanapitia. Anyways, when it comes to these, like for us, me and Kevin, we have how do you call it? Counselor, a Kenyan based in the UK. He's also married to a Kenyan wife. And it's for us, it's good to talk to people who can relate, like who have like Kenyan African culture in them. Because me and Kevin, if we have issues and we go to a mzungu, that mzungu atatuambia nyinyi, achaneni tu, you just divorce. This thing is not even working. But if you go to a person who can relate to your situation, then it's easier for them to find solution, or for you to find solution together with that person. So the next one, the next one is feminism. Here in Germany, women are favored. Like the system favors women. So unapata most women in relationship, they are like, I don't even need a man. I can do all this by myself. Even if they're not financially stable in Germany, if a woman is not happy in a marriage, they can just move out. There is a place called Frauenhaus, a house like an apartment or a place made for women who are going through issues in their relationship or domestic violence. So you find many women, because of also social media influence, mimi mwanaume hazi niletea, tuko Germany. They end up not fighting for their marriages. They are like, if Ngania is doing it, if Fulani is doing it, I can also do it. So they say they cannot deal with the marriage thing anymore. They move out, go to the Frauenhaus. Even if they don't have money, the social system, the government is going to support them, and then they're going to start a new life with their kids and with their I can do it on my own situation. Anyways, the other one is cultural differences. This one does not actually only apply to people who are married to the Germans. We also have people here in Germany from other countries. We also have Africans from other African countries. So you find yourself, you're a Kenyan, you're married to a Nigeria, and this guy was brought up differently, was brought up in a different country with different culture, with different everything, and you're a Kenyan here with all that. So you find out that these cultural differences, they bring also struggles in marriages, because there are things you believe in and there are things I believe in, but we cannot even see it as one. We cannot see it as one. And sometimes I ask myself, if me and Kevin, we are both from Kenya and we are from the same tribe, can you imagine? Sometimes we go through things and I ask myself, if we are going through this, what about Fulani who is married to a Cameroonian? Or what about Fulani who is married to a German? Where the cultural differences ni noma. And on this part, let me talk about the African man. That African man with that African mentality. That's also That's also another reason why marriages fail. If you get into a relationship as a woman with a man who is that African man, the African man that believes a woman should do everything in a marriage, and his work is only to provide. Here in Europe, here in Germany, you're going to suffer. Guys, marriage is a partnership. And especially when we are both going to work, when we are both bringing something home, don't expect the woman to do everything. If you're that kind of a man, please stay in Africa. Stay where you're from. This is not a place for you. This is not for you. But there, I'm going to make a full video on this, on the kind of a man or the kind of a person who is so supposed to footstep here in Germany. Because where marriage in Germany is partnership. If you believe that the kitchen is for the women, that the woman is supposed to take care of the kids, and the only thing you're supposed to do is wake up, go to work, come back home and sleep, Germany is not for you. Germany is not for you. Another one is age difference. This one is going to be to bring mixed reactions. But I was talking to a friend of mine. Me and my husband, we have a difference of 2 years. And the friend of mine and the husband, they have a difference of 10 years. We were talking and she was like, saying that she had a conversation with also a lady who is in a relationship with an elder guy, and they were saying sometimes they feel like these guys make decisions for them, like they don't even have a say, like they are living in a shadow. I can't relate because I'm not in that situation. And I was like, for us, with this difference of 2 years, I feel like sometimes we are competing. Sometimes everyone want to be right. Nataka yangu ikwe hiyo ndio right. Nataka tufanye things. Sometimes I want us to do things my way. Sometimes it feels like a competition fulani. Like we are competing. And at that point I was like, life has no balance, yeah? So you see, like, we have people who, like, every marriage is different. I don't even know how to elaborate this point, but if you can help me on the comment section, please do. What do you guys think on that point? Kindly put it on the comment section. Another thing that is breaking our marriages today is getting into a relationship without identifying yourself. You know, you're an adult, you feel like you're grown up enough and you want to get married, but you don't know, you, Ruth, what you want in life. You don't even know. So, and the worst part is when you marry as a man and you don't know what you want in life. Like, you have to identify yourself. No, me as Kamau, this is what I want in life. This is what I want to achieve in 10 or 15 years. You have, have an identity. Who are you? Most people don't even, they get into marriages or relationship without even knowing who they are. And that's why when they are in the relationship, they end up getting into identity conflicts. And that's what's bringing up the next point. Having different future goals or different goals in life. So you're married to someone, and this person wants to go back to Africa in 10 years, and you don't want to go back to Africa in 10 years. This person wants to invest in buying a home here in Germany, and you want to buy a shamba in Kenya. Or you guys have different goals in life. The wife wants 4 children, the husband wants 2. This one is also not going to work. You have to meet somewhere. You have to sit down, say, hi babe, hey, let's talk. We need to do this and this, and then agree. In 5 years, we want to do this and this, and this is how you guys are going to make it in life. But if you decide, wewe fanya chako, mimi nifanye tangu, you guys are going to stay here for 40 years and you're not going to achieve anything. You know, when you have the same goals, you support each other emotionally and physically because you know there's something that you're trying to achieve. But if this one is doing things her way and the other one is doing things his way, The only person I feel bad for is are the kids, the poor kids. Anyway, next point. Money issues. Finances, money issues here in diaspora, where especially when the lady is making more money and you're married maybe to an African who has a nego, and most African men, or in most African countries, men are the how do you call it, top for dinner. What are they? Like they are the providers. They are the providers, so they end up developing insecurity issues when you're making more money, and they cannot deal with it. Most of them cannot deal with it, instead of them being supportive. Because I feel like if I was a man and my wife is making more money, I would be very, very supportive. I would be very, very supportive to that woman, and try to find ways on how I can change that situation. Here in Germany, for example, we have so many ways. Either you can go back to school, you can do a course, you can look for a mini job to change that situation, for you to climb that two steps, so that you can start making more, if that is going to boost your ego. If not, be supportive. But hey, this is an issue. This is a very huge issue here in diaspora. Another one is lack of time. You find out that most couples, we being one of them, we work in different shifts. We meet outside. Sisi tunapatananga hapa nje na mzee. So, but the good thing about us, or how we make it work, I only work part-time. I don't work full-time. So you find in a month, I'm working for 10 days. So the other 20 days, I'm there. But these 20 days, I'm not at home. We barely see each other, maybe 2-3 hours a day. So if you're doing that, make sure you are not working 24/7 or 365 days in a year, because you're going to be strangers living together. You're going to lose that feeling of knowing even that person. You're going to start asking yourself, huyu ni nani tunakaanga na yeye huku? Well, it's crazy. You have to create time. And for us, how we make it work, like I said, I work less hours or less days in a month. And then when we have time together, we make sure we do activities together with the kids. Yes. Another one that can mess up is bad influence. Having people around who do not believe in marriages, who do not believe in relationships, those ones, I don't even have to say something about that. It's automatic. It's automatic. You don't, if you're moving around with people who don't see the value of marriage, then they're not going to make you see it. They're going to make you not see it, because they're going to make you feel like you're not a man enough just because you're doing too much for your family, So another one, guys, is infidelity, especially our men who are maybe Kenyans and other African country. You find that a man, you married to a guy, or you're in a relationship with a guy, but he has a mpango wa kando back home. And then during Christmas or during such days, unapata wanaenda home, wanaitangwa summer bunnies. They are called summer bunnies. They want to have side chicks. They want to have side chicks. And like I said, women here in diaspora, women here in Germany are very strong. If they find out like your baba or your guy is having a side dish, so unataondokea tu. You just let it be. Yes, and we also have people who are married back home and they want to be in a relationship with you here. So they are going to waste your time. They are going to make you think they have a future with you, and then they will never marry you. They will never be with you. They will never give you kids because they have a family already back home. But you're here as they are enjoying you. They are squandering you. They are wanakukula tu. Anyways, was just by the way, but we know it, especially with our West African guys. Hiyo akona wewe huku na, lakini wewe tu ni wa nini, lakini akona bibi nyumbani. Yes guys, kuongea kizungu si ni ngumu, watu wangu. Kuongea kizungu ni ngumu, inanipelekesha siku hizi. But anyways, thank you so much guys for watching. I would love to hear your opinion. Ninaweza penda sana kusikia mawaidha yenyu on this. Kindly put it down on the comment section. Niekeeni tu mawaidha yenyu, venye mnaweza tusaidia, venye mnaweza tupatia tips, kwa sababu it's not easy. Sio rahisi watu wangu. Anyway, love you guys and see you on the next one. Bye bye. Mwah.